Welcome to the bustling streets of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. From vibrant markets and historic landmarks to mouth-watering cuisine and hidden gems, this city is a treasure trove waiting to be explored. Stick around as we count down the 14 must-visit spots that will make your trip unforgettable. Let's dive in. Number 14. War Remnants Museum. The War Remnants Museum offers visitors a unique perspective on the Vietnam War, one that might differ from the narratives they're used to. Opened in 1975, it originally had a very different name, the Exhibition House for U.S. and Puppet Crimes. Over the years, it was renamed twice before becoming the War Remnants Museum in 1995. Inside, most exhibits focus on the Vietnam War, with some also highlighting the First Indochina War. Step outside, and you'll find a striking display of U.S. armored vehicles, artillery, and infantry weapons, giving you a closer look at the machinery of war. Number 13. Independence Palace, also known as Reunification Palace, is a place steeped in history. Designed by architect Ngo Viet Thu, this iconic building once served as the home and workplace of the President of South Vietnam. In 1975, it became the site of a defining moment in history when a North Vietnamese tank crashed through its main gate, marking the end of the Vietnam War. Today, the palace stands as a fascinating time capsule, with rooms preserved in their 1960s and 1970s style. On the grounds, you'll find 2 tanks from that pivotal day and even a replica helicopter on the roof. Inside, you can explore its 5 floors, including a bunker basement with tunnels and a telecommunications center. It's a must-visit for history buffs and curious travelers alike. Number 12. Saigon Central Post Office. The Saigon Central Post Office isn't just a stunning piece of architecture, it's also one of Ho Chi Minh City's oldest landmarks. Designed by the legendary Gustave Eiffel, construction began in 1886, and the building has been captivating visitors ever since. Inside, you'll find beautiful painted maps and a mosaic of Vietnam's former president, Ho Chi Minh, at the far end of the Grand Hall. With its high vaulted ceilings, elegant tiled floors, and vintage phone booths, this working post office feels like stepping back in time. Best of all, it's free to visit, and you can even browse the small shops inside for postcards and unique souvenirs to take home. Number 11. TCO Financial Tower. Rising high above the Ho Chi Minh City skyline, the 68-story TCO Financial Tower is an architectural marvel. Standing at 262 meters, or 859 feet, it held the title of Vietnam's tallest building when it was completed in 2010. One of its top attractions is the sky deck on the 49th floor, offering breathtaking 360-degree views of the city and the Saigon River. For an unforgettable dining experience, head to the restaurants on the 50th and 51st floors, which also boast stunning views. This skyscraper is famous for the annual TCO Vertical Run, where participants race from the lobby to the sky deck. And here's a fun fact. Unlike most buildings, the helipad isn't on the roof. Instead, it dramatically juts out from the 52nd floor, adding to its iconic design. Number 10. Saigon Opera House. The Saigon Opera House, also known as the Municipal Theater of Ho Chi Minh City, is a masterpiece of French colonial architecture. Completed in 1897 by architect Ferret Eugene, it shares a striking resemblance to the Petit Palais in Paris, which was built the same year. Originally designed as an 800-seat venue for entertaining French colonists, the building took on a different role in 1956, serving as Vietnam's lower house of assembly. It wasn't until 1975 that it returned to its roots as a performance space. While the Opera House isn't open to the public for casual visits, you can admire its stunning interior by attending one of its shows, an experience you won't want to miss. Number 9. Jade Emperor Pagoda. Built in 1909 by Ho Chi Minh City's Cantonese community, the Jade Emperor Pagoda is a hidden gem you won't want to miss. Also known as the Tortoise Pagoda, it gets its nickname from the turtle-filled pond in its courtyard. Inside, you'll find fascinating artifacts, including a statue of the Jade Emperor and an idol of Kim Hwa, the goddess of fertility. This isn't just a tourist attraction. It's a working temple, alive with activity and the aromatic scent of burning incense. A visit here offers a unique blend of cultural discovery and spiritual atmosphere. Number 8. Saigon Notre Dame Cathedral. Located in the heart of District 1, the Saigon Notre Dame Cathedral is one of Ho Chi Minh City's most iconic landmarks. With its striking twin bell towers, it's hard to miss. Built between 1863 and 1880, the cathedral stands on a site that once housed a Vietnamese pagoda. What's truly fascinating is that every piece of red brick and construction material was imported directly from France. Originally called the Saigon Church, it was elevated to a basilica in 1962, earning the title Saigon Notre Dame Cathedral Basilica. Today, it remains the chief cathedral of Vietnam and a must-visit for history and architecture enthusiasts alike. Number 7. Take a trip to Cooi Tunnels. The Cooi Tunnels are a fascinating glimpse into Vietnam's wartime history. Part of an extensive underground network used by the Viet Cong during the war, these tunnels served as hideouts, supply routes, and even living quarters. If you're not claustrophobic, you can crawl through the safer sections to experience the tight conditions firsthand. Located about 1.5 hours from Ho Chi Minh City, the tunnels are a popular day trip accessible by car or speedboat, with morning and afternoon tours lasting around 6 hours. Your visit kicks off with a 1950s black and white film depicting the evil nature of the American invaders. Afterward, you can explore the War Memorial Park, featuring spiked booby traps, wartime medical tents, and even handmade flip-flops crafted from old rubber tires. For a taste of history, try the rice congee, once a staple for the Viet Cong soldiers. For the adventurous, there's a chance to lower yourself into the tunnels or head to the target range to fire an AK-47 for an extra fee. Originally dug during French colonial rule, this 30-kilometer labyrinth of handcrafted tunnels was later expanded into a fully functioning underground city during the Vietnam War. It's a powerful and immersive journey into the past. Number 6. Food tour around central Ho Chi Minh City. One of the best ways to experience Ho Chi Minh City is through its vibrant street food scene. From Chinatown to bustling markets across the city, you'll find an incredible variety of dishes bursting with bold flavors and fresh ingredients. Start your food adventure with banh mi, the iconic French-inspired baguette sandwich packed with meats, pickled vegetables, and fresh herbs. Next, try pho, Vietnam's famous noodle soup, featuring a fragrant broth with tender beef or chicken. For a lighter bite, goi quan, fresh spring rolls wrapped in rice paper and filled with shrimp, pork, and crisp veggies, is a must. And for something heartier, dig into ban zeo, a crispy pancake stuffed with pork, shrimp, and bean sprouts. While these treats can be found at street stalls and local markets throughout the city, navigating the food scene can be a little overwhelming. That's where guided food tours come in. With a knowledgeable guide, you can explore the best hidden gems, savor authentic street food, and make your culinary journey in Ho Chi Minh City unforgettable. Number 5. Mekong Delta, one of the world's most dynamic and enchanting river regions. Stretching across southeast Vietnam, the Mekong River is the 12th longest in the world and the 7th in Asia. This bustling delta is not just a vital agricultural and transport hub, but also the heart of Vietnam's rice bowl. Here you'll find vibrant rice paddies, colorful fruit orchards, charming villages, and bustling floating markets. Supplying over half of Vietnam's rice and fish, the Mekong Delta is a lifeline for the country. Life here revolves around the water, with locals traveling, fishing, trading, and even dining on their boats. As you explore, you'll notice the stark contrast between the simple, traditional lifestyle of the countryside and the bustling city life. A fascinating glimpse into Vietnam's rich cultural diversity. Number 4. Dinner cruise on Saigon River. The Saigon River is undoubtedly Ho Chi Minh City's most iconic landmark, offering a unique glimpse into Vietnam's diverse culture and history. A cruise along this tranquil river takes you past everything from traditional village life and underground military tunnels to towering skyscrapers and the vibrant local scenes of the Mekong Delta. Popular options include dinner cruises, sunset cruises, and the bonsai cruise, where you can even board a beautifully restored 19th century dragon boat. Many tours also stop at riverside markets, where you can shop for unique handicrafts. Flowing through the southern part of Vietnam, the Saigon River is not only a vital water source for Ho Chi Minh City, but also an essential part of the country's history and daily life. Number 3. Exploring Landmark 81. Standing tall as Vietnam's tallest building, Landmark 81 is a must-see destination in Ho Chi Minh City. Located in Binh Thanh district, it's a hub for dining, shopping, and entertainment, all under one stunning roof. At a towering 461 meters, the Skyview observation deck on the top floor offers breathtaking 360-degree views of the city below. Whether during the day or at night, it's the perfect spot for incredible photos or even private events. For a fine dining experience, head to the Oriental Pearl restaurant on the 66th floor, where you can savor luxurious cuisine while taking in mesmerizing cityscapes. On the ground floor, the Vincom Center is a shopper's paradise, featuring everything from high-end boutiques to popular retail brands. After shopping, kick back at one of the cozy cafes or explore the many entertainment options the building has to offer. And let's not forget about the TCO Financial Tower in District 1, once the tallest building in the city. With its iconic lotus bud shape, 68 floors, and a height of 262 meters, it remains a striking symbol of Ho Chi Minh City's modern skyline and thriving prosperity. Number 2. Thon Market. This bustling marketplace is packed with stalls offering everything from affordable souvenirs and local handicrafts to fresh produce, coffee, and clothing. But it's not just for tourists. Locals come here for their daily shopping too. To snag the best deals, be sure to compare prices and don't forget to bargain with the vendors. Built in 1870, Thon Market is also a foodie's paradise, with delicious Vietnamese street food to enjoy. By night, the indoor stalls close, but the area transforms as outdoor vendors and restaurants come alive, creating a vibrant atmosphere for the evening crowd. Number 1. Koy Street. If you're looking for the best shopping and dining in Ho Chi Minh City, look no further than Koy Street. This vibrant avenue is lined with elegant colonial buildings, luxury boutiques, famous brand-name stores, charming cafes, and upscale hotels. It's also home to iconic landmarks like the Opera House, the Saigon Central Post Office, and the Notre Cathedral. Koy Street has a rich history too. It's where you'll find the famous Givrel Cafe. Although the original 1950s building, once a gathering spot for international journalists and writers during the Vietnam War, was demolished in 2010, a new Givrel has since opened nearby, continuing its legacy in this bustling area.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Your support means a lot and helps me keep making great videos for you.